Regret does not arrive with noise. It does not knock loudly on your door. It does not interrupt you in the middle of a busy day. It waits. Patient, silent, observing. Effort is loud. Effort breathes hard. Effort sweats. Effort strains your muscles and stretches your focus. You feel effort immediately. Regret is different. Regret feels light at first. When the alarm rings and you press snooze, the bed feels warm. Relief washes over you. You tell yourself you needed the rest. When you skip the workout, your body thanks you. When you delay the project, your mind relaxes. When you avoid the difficult conversation, your heart rate slows. Comfort feels like freedom in the moment, but relief is not freedom. Relief is temporary escape from responsibility. Effort demands something from you now. Regret demands something from you later. And later always costs more. Effort is simple. It asks you to act despite how you feel. Regret is complex. It layers doubt, frustration, insecurity, and comparison over time. You rarely regret trying your best. You rarely regret training hard. You rarely regret taking a risk even if it fails. You regret hesitation. You regret silence. You regret the version of yourself you never gave a chance to exist. Effort weighs on your body. Regret weighs on your identity. Think about the last time you avoided something you knew you should do. Maybe you delayed starting your business idea. Maybe you ignored your health. Maybe you kept quiet when you should have spoken. In that moment, avoidance felt small. You told yourself you would start tomorrow. You told yourself timing was not right. You told yourself you needed more preparation. Those thoughts felt logical. But months later, what did you feel? Did you feel proud of waiting? Or did you feel a quiet disappointment growing inside you? Regret builds slowly. It stacks quietly. One skipped workout becomes 10. 10 become a year. A year becomes a lifestyle. One delayed goal becomes another delayed goal. Soon your life fills with unfinished plans. One avoided risk becomes a habit of avoidance. You start shrinking your ambitions to match your comfort zone. That is how regret gains weight. Not in dramatic collapse. In small repeated surrender. Effort works the opposite way. One early wake-up builds discipline. One completed workout builds strength. One finished task builds momentum. Effort compounds too. The difference is visible. When you choose effort, you build proof. Proof that you are capable. Proof that you follow through. Proof that you can endure discomfort. That proof strengthens self-trust. Self-trust is your foundation. Without self-trust, every goal feels fragile. Every plan feels temporary. You hesitate because you do not fully believe you will execute. With self-trust, you move faster. You commit stronger. You recover quicker from setbacks. Effort builds self-trust. Regret erodes it. Each time you break a promise to yourself, something small cracks inside you. You say you will wake up early, then you do not. You say you will save money, then you overspend. You say you will start today, then you delay. At first it feels minor, but your mind keeps score. Soon you start doubting your own words. You set smaller goals because you expect yourself to quit. You avoid commitments because you fear disappointing yourself again. That is heavy. Regret is not only about missed opportunities. It is about lost identity. You begin to see yourself as someone who does not follow through. That identity becomes a prison. Effort breaks that prison. When you wake up despite fatigue, you send a message to yourself. When you train despite soreness, you send a message. When you focus despite distraction, you send a message. I act even when it is uncomfortable. That message builds strength. The weight of effort disappears after the task is done. The weight of regret lingers after the opportunity is gone. Imagine two versions of your future. One version avoided effort consistently. They chose convenience over discipline. They chose short-term relief over long-term growth. They stayed in familiar routines even when they felt stuck. Years pass. Their health declines. Their confidence weakens. Their goals shrink. They watch others succeed and feel a mix of admiration and envy. Now imagine the other version. They embraced effort daily. They trained when tired. They studied when bored. They took risks when afraid. They invested in skills when results were not immediate. Years pass, their body is stronger. Their mind is sharper. Their finances are stable. Their confidence is quiet but unshakable. Both versions experience pain. One chose the pain of effort. The other chose the pain of regret. Which pain weighs more? Effort challenges you physically and mentally. Regret challenges your peace. Effort leaves you tired but proud. Regret leaves you rested but restless. Effort builds momentum. Regret builds frustration. You might think effort drains energy. It does temporarily. But regret drains something deeper. It drains belief. When you know you had the chance and did not take it, that thought returns often. You see someone launch the idea you once considered. You see someone transform their body while you stayed inactive. You see someone speak confidently while you remain silent. The reminder hurts, not because they succeeded, but because you remember when you could have started too. Regret grows heavier with time because time removes options. You can recover from a hard workout in days. You cannot recover lost years. Effort is a short-term cost. Regret is a long-term burden. This is not about perfection. It is about direction. You do not need to win every day. You need to move forward more days than you retreat. Effort does not require extreme discipline. It requires consistent standards. Standards eliminate negotiation. If your standard is, I train 4 times a week, then mood does not matter. If your standard is, I work on my goal for 1 hour daily, then distraction does not matter. If your standard is, I save a portion of my income, then impulse does not matter. Standards protect you from regret. Without standards, you rely on feelings. Feelings change. Standards remain. Effort strengthens your standards. Every time you meet them, your confidence rises. Regret lowers your standards. Each broken promise makes you expect less from yourself. You start saying things like, maybe this is enough, maybe I am not meant for more, maybe I should not push so hard. Those thoughts feel protective. They are protective of your comfort, not your potential. Effort stretches your potential. Regret shrinks it. Look at your life honestly. Where are you avoiding effort? Are you delaying your health goals, avoiding skill development, staying in situations that drain you because change feels hard? Those choices feel manageable now, but ask yourself one question. If you continue this pattern for 5 years, how will you feel? That answer reveals the true weight of regret. Effort is difficult in the present, regret is difficult in the future. You cannot remove difficulty from your life. You can only choose when you experience it. Strong people are not immune to discomfort. They simply prefer controlled discomfort over uncontrolled regret. They wake up and act before excuses grow loud. They complete tasks before distractions take over. They confront problems before they expand. They accept effort because they refuse regret. When you lie down at night after choosing effort, you feel earned fatigue. Your body might ache. Your mind might feel stretched. But there is a quiet pride inside you. You showed up. When you lie down after choosing avoidance, you might feel physically relaxed. But there is a tension under the surface. You know you postponed growth again. That tension accumulates. Regret feels heavier than effort because regret carries emotion. It carries what if, it carries comparison, it carries lost time. Effort carries action. Action is empowering. Even if you fail while putting in effort, you gain experience, you gain clarity. You gain resilience. Failure after effort feels honorable. Failure after avoidance feels painful. The next time you face resistance, pause and recognize what is happening. Your mind is offering you short-term comfort. Ask yourself, what will this choice feel like in a year? Will I thank myself? Or will I wish I had been stronger in this moment? This question shifts your focus from present emotion to future identity. You are not building today only. You are building the person you will become. Effort sculpts that person. Regret haunts that person. Every disciplined action is a vote for a stronger identity. Every avoided action is a vote for a weaker one. Votes accumulate. Identity forms. Life reflects it. If you want lighter shoulders in the future, carry heavier effort now. If you want peace later, accept pressure today. Do the workout even when energy is low. Make the call even when fear appears. Work on your goal even when results seem far away. Speak even when your voice shakes. Effort may exhaust you. Regret will consume you. Choose exhaustion over emptiness. Choose growth over comfort. Choose action over hesitation. Because nothing feels heavier than knowing you had the strength, the time, the opportunity, and you let it slip. Regret feels heavier than effort. So carry the weight that builds muscle, not the one that breaks your spirit. Choose effort today. Your future self will breathe easier because of it.